Does this count as accumulation? Because then I would have to eat my words yesterday about no snow accumulation for a while. Definitely more than I expected, but not like we had to shovel or anything. So, yeah, no shovel, no count. I'm still good. I would love a white Christmas, and then we can be done with snow after that. By New Year's, that's it. No more snow. Please. Thank you. Christmas book, so it's not really Christmas book, to go into the little free library. So I'm going to put that in there now. Morven collar really grossed me out today. Lana has made a confession to Morven, and the details of it were just nasty. And of course I had to read it a few times. I was like, wait, did they do what I think? And it was gross. So yeah, today wasn't the day that the book won me over. I wanted to do the you can't say books or anything but books tag that Karen Evans did on her vlogmas yesterday, maybe. But it's not gonna happen tonight, so we'll see. Maybe I'll do the tag tomorrow. Anyway, have a great evening, day, whatever it is, whenever you're watching. Bye. Good morning. It is Friday, and as you obviously know by now, I did not post a vlog for Thursday, so I'm just going to combine whatever clips I did grab yesterday with today and just give you a twofer. So we did get to the library yesterday. I think I filmed us walking in, but I didn't actually share what I picked up. My copy of Krampus is here, so I'm going to flip through the book now, see all the, you know, multimedia. Oh, sorry, Daisy. There's artwork in here, so I'm going to flip through, get the visual experience, and try to catch it up to where I am in the audiobook, which is not nearly as far as I'd like to be, so I'm going to do that now. I'm not the biggest fan of the cover. as in not at all a fan. This, though, I would have loved that there. I love this Santa Claus. So Santa Claus is the villain in this book. And I love Santa Claus. Like, a lot. So I'm not sure how I'm totally feeling, but this this image of him is making me think of what is that movie? And Alec Baldwin does the voice of Santa Claus. The Legend of the Guardians. I love that movie. I think I'm gonna have to watch it with the kids. Maybe that'll be our movie night. For, if not tonight, some point this weekend. That's such a good movie. So I just checked the copyright date of Krampus, and it says this book came out in 2012. So Slewfoot obviously came out just a few months ago. So there's some time in between the books. But Slewfoot being the one that I read and really enjoyed, that one's kind of my basis when I'm considering Krampus, even though, you know, it should probably be opposite. But this one's not living up to Slewfoot, in my opinion. I think there's almost like an outline, where like one element of Slewfoot aligns with a similar element in Krampus, or, you know, strike that, reverse it. So I'm kind of wondering if I go back and try The Child Thief, like continue his work in reverse, if I would find the same kind of formula to his writing. But I think the best part of Slewfoot was the historical setting. And in this case, we're getting a modern West Virginia trailer park as opposed to, you know, Connecticut colony in 1666. So it's a completely different atmosphere. And I think the atmosphere is what made Slewfoot so successful for me. Yeah, if you follow on Instagram, you'll see like my year has been a lot of historical fiction around, like, you know, colonial New England and witch hunts or magic, actual witches, or, you know, simply just, you know, Puritans acting crazy and calling women witches, and so a lot of the books I enjoyed this year were kind of on that subject. So Slewfoot just wrapped it all up in a more like actual supernatural way than some of the other books I had read. Daisy's kicking me. She's so rude on the couch. So yeah, so in Krampus, we've got Krampus, the character, who is diminished in his power. He seems to be hiding out somewhere, and he's got a group of Belsnickles who are kind of trying to get his sack for him. In this case, it's Santa's sack, but it's really Krampus's sack. So they're trying to steal that sack back from Santa and help bring Krampus back into power. And similarly, Slewfoot was, you know, hiding out in a cave, kind of unaware of who exactly he was. He had a little group of forest creatures. I think one was literally named Florist, but they were like little animals with baby faces, and they were like spirit magical creatures, you know, bringing him basically ways to get back his life force and come back into power. So that's aligned. And then on the more human side of things, you have this character who's down and out. In Slewfoot, we had Abatha, who was, you know, a woman in puritanical New England who had been, you know, raised, her mother was a cunning woman, so she's selling trinkets and stuff and has to be careful that people perceive her as a witch. She gets in trouble for speaking her mind. In this case, we've got, you know, just a Jesse who's living in a trailer park, broke, his wife has left him. He's kind of runs little errands for like the local crime guy, drug dealer, so, and you know, and he's always getting shit on by the sheriff who his wife is actually living with, and his daughter. You know, his wife is telling him, you know, she can't be with him because he's got no aspirations, like she can't live like this. So he's down and is now caught up with Krampus and has to I'm about 100 pages in, and you know, Krampus is ready to strike a bargain with him. So like all the elements are kind of lining up between the two books. But yeah, I guess those, what, 9 years in between the books really helped Brom out. He figured out his writing craft. I mean, open your soul and let Mother Earth sing you her song. If that is not recycled all throughout Slewfoot, like that's basically the magic system in Slewfoot right there, summed up in one line. Okay, I'm going to do the tag that I mentioned last night. Karen Evans did it. It's the anything but books tag, or your answer can't be books tag. I've seen it both ways. I just started my laundry in the dryer, so I hope you can hear me and not that. But anyway, this tag was created, I think, back in August by the Book Buds, the original channel that put out this tag, so I will put that link in the description for this video. Yeah, so the first question is, what is something that you own too many of other than books? Probably scrapbooking supplies. Definitely scrapbooking supplies. I own more paper than I'll ever use, and I have a hard time throwing out like scraps. Like, I'm sure I could use it to like tuck in a little layers and embellishment, and so I keep all the scraps. And like I said some point earlier this week, I don't scrapbook like I used to, but I'm not ready to give up on it, so I still have a ton. I just realized you could see some of my laundry sitting on my reading chair. It's really now just my laundry chair. So I guess that's something I have much better. I have too much of, other than books, would be laundry. What is something that you do for fun that's not reading a book? So ideally that would be scrapbooking. But more often than not, and this is going to sound like a sarcastic answer, but it's taking my kids to their sports. You know, chauffeuring one in one direction to one practice and the other one to his team in the other direction, and dropping one off with his dad to go to practice while I bring the other one to his coach to meet up. But I love it. I love it. And like, so we're off season right now, so it's a lot of work and I'm not getting to like really watch. It's, you know, just off-season training and practices. I love seeing my kids grow in confidence and strength, but like during actual like spring and summertime, like I love being at the park in town or wherever their games happen to be and watching my kids play baseball. I love baseball. My husband and I actually met during the 2004 World Series, the playoffs, when the Red Sox beat the Yankees and later broke their curse and won the whole World Series. Like, that's the year my husband and I met. And we met because in college we lived in the same dorm building. He lived downstairs and I lived upstairs, and they were suite style dorms, and someone who lived in my suite had gone to high school with someone who lived in his suite, and so we all watched the World Series and playoffs together, like as a group, and that's how I met Nate. And we're both baseball fans. We signed our kids up from t-ball, and that was a beautiful beginning to our kids just falling in love with the game. We've traveled to different stadiums. Our goal would be to hit all 30 baseball stadiums. We're at 9, I think. He and I have been to one more than the kids have been. I don't remember if it's we've been to 9 and they've been to 8, or like they've been to 9 and we've been to 10. I don't remember. I'll have to count. But yeah, pre-pandemic, that was our thing, was going to stadiums. We'll see when we can get back to that. Number 3. What is something special or important on your nightstand that's not a book? And I do not have a nightstand. The way my bed is situated, it is up against the wall. So on the frame of the bed, and actually we have like a room divider. We have the IKEA Calyx shelves behind our headboard. And so like I kind of have to reach up, and really I just keep those things I'm not allowed to say, and a lamp, hair ties. That's really it. I don't have a nightstand, so it's really just whatever I need to grab, or like, you know. Sorry, that wasn't a good answer, but number 4, what's something that you buy at a bookstore other than books? Our used bookstore in town, they've started keeping stickers and pins at the register, and they got me because I'm a sucker for them. And then if and bookmarks, I guess, but no, that's not true, because I like making bookmarks more than buying bookmarks. So probably just the stickers and pins. Or if I'm at Barnes & Noble book shopping and I'm going to buy something that's not a book, it's probably going to be a latte. Number 5, what's a fun gift that you received that wasn't a book or a gift card for books? And I'm assuming my Nook would be breaking the rules too, because it's ebooks. So I guess it would be for my 30th birthday, my husband gifted me with a trip to Disney World. So like 5 to 6.
Okay.
You have time.
Yeah, it's only 4:30.
I know. Kids. That was Owen asking me what time he has to be at his baseball pickup location. The team like taxis together. I bring him to his coach and they all pile in the coach's cars. What was I saying? Oh, for my 30th birthday, my husband gifted me with a trip to Disney World that I could plan. So my birthday is the end of June and we went in October. So that gave me time to organize the trip because he knows I'm the one who cares about it in that way. So he just figured out with my aunt, we rented her timeshare off of her. That was the gift, was like the go ahead, we'll do Disney. And that was the last time we've been. We were supposed to go 2 years after that, and it just didn't happen, and now we're at a point that honestly I don't know if we'll be going back to Disney World. As much as that breaks my heart. As much as I love the mouse, Disney World is just, whoa, capitalism. Am I right? Isn't everything though? I don't know. But put me there and I'm absolutely in heaven. I love Disney World. I just hate how money grabby they are. Number 6, what is a YouTube channel that you watch that's not related to books? And I was going to say on the homeschool side, my friend Tiffany has a channel called The Life Family Created, in which she documents how her family homeschools. And for as often as we're actually with them in person, I still love watching her channel. But I don't know if I could say that is my answer because, I mean, there's a reason we're friends. We're both absolutely addicted to books. And so there's a lot of book hauls on our channel. That's actually what I watched today, was her kids' holiday book haul. So if I had to pick something else, I would say probably the Tim Tracker, which is they're Orlando-based daily vloggers. So there's a lot of stuff about, you know, the Disney theme parks, Universal theme parks, you know, all the Orlando attractions, but also some home vlogs. And I've been watching for a few years now, so I've seen their family grow. They have a son who's just absolutely adorable, and I'm so impressed at how great they are with him and how smart this little toddler is. So it's the Tim Tracker. I'm sure you watch them. Everybody watches them. They're huge. And then it's not really a channel that I watch, but it's a specific feature on a channel. There is a dialect coach named Eric Singer, and he's on the Wired YouTube channel. And I really only watch when I see his face pop up. But he'll like break down accents from different regions, or like dialect performances by actors. And it is fascinating, and it's like really like he gets into like the science of like voice and like how like sounds are formed and what parts of the mouth are used, and like how language evolves and changes from time to time and place to place. And it is fascinating. I love it. And there's just not enough of those videos because I'm pretty sure I've watched them all. And I actually started watching YouTube, and I actually even started on Instagram for scrapbooking, right? So Shamel, Lane, or Mercy Tiara, Inky Quill, those were some of the first channels I watched, and I don't watch them as much anymore because now I'm reading more than scrapbooking, but that would be my other side of YouTube. And then the last thing would be to tag 5 booktubers that you want to learn more about, and I'm not going to do that. But if you see it and want to do it and haven't done it and happen to be watching this, let me know if you've done the tag. But that's it, and I'm going to end this vlog here for yesterday and today, and I'll be back with what we do over the weekend. Happy Vlogmas!